Well, hey everyone. I hope you survived the great snowstorm of 2024. It has been miserable here where we live. It has been below 20 degrees for the better part of a week. We hit minus temperatures at least twice this week. The roads are icy. You can't really get out of your neighborhood, so the main roads are clear. So anyway, we're going to do a video today. We're going to talk about energy bars. So we're going to take a look at 4 energy bars that you can get at your local grocery store, very reasonably priced, and see which one of these might be the best one for your get home bag. Now, each of these is different. This one, in fact, is a vegetable protein based bar. We'll see what that's like. We're going to look at the nutritional value, and we're also going to taste test each of these, see which one might taste the best. So anyway, let's get into it and figure out which of these energy bars we want to put in our get home bag. So the first thing we're going to look at is the Quaker Chewy Oatmeal Raisin Bar. Now this is about 90 calories in this bar. It is an oatmeal raisin kind of flavor. It carries with it 2 grams of fat. It's got about, it says cholesterol, I forget. See, cholesterol is not very high in it. But the carbs, there's 19 carbs and about 7 grams of sugar. So it's got most sugar of any of these, just about, except for the Special K bar that we're going to look at. So if we open this up and look at it, we can see what it looks like. So you can see it's got oatmeal and it's got raisins in it. It's I don't know what keeps it together, kind of a sticky, maybe honey type based stuff. But we'll taste this in a moment, and you can see my facial expressions as I eat this. And then what we'll do once we get through looking at all of these, what we will do is we'll actually rank each one of them on the scale of calories, protein, carbs, sugars. This bar, by the way, has got let's see, how many proteins does it have in it? So this bar has got just basically 1 protein in it. It's not very much protein at all in this bar. This is mainly a carbs bar to keep your energy going. This next thing we're going to look at is the Special K pastry crisp. This happens to be a blueberry. You can also get them, I think, in cinnamon sugar and strawberry, which is also good. This is one of my favorite snacks. As a diabetic, I sometimes need a little 100-calorie snack during the day. This is it. But as a bar to go on the trail with, I'm not sure how great this bar is. So it's 100 calories compared to the Quaker bar, which is 90 calories. This bar has got 2 grams of fat. It's got total carbs of 20 carbs with 7 sugars. So it's got the same sugars as the Quaker bar does. Protein, it's got less than 1 gram of protein. So this is not going to be a good protein supplement. It's basically going to be a carb bar to get your energy going. Let's see what this looks like when we open it. Again, this is one of my favorite snack treats. I eat these all the time. They can actually be heated up in a microwave. Then you got to, of course, take them out of the foil package. So basically, what it is, if you look at it, it's a mini frosted Pop-Tart. To be honest, that's all it is. A mini frosted Pop-Tart is what this thing is. So nothing special about it. It's just small in a 100-calorie or 100-calorie portion. So the next thing we would look at is I'm going to look at this thing. It's something I got called the Nix Triple Chocolate Bar. It's a keto bar, and I picked this up at the grocery store as I was leaving the grocery store. It's got 4 grams of protein, net carbs in it, excuse me, 4 grams of protein, but 12 grams of protein in it. Now, the fat in this thing, it's got 8 grams of fat, so it's more fat than the other 2 bars that we looked at. It's also got 4.5 grams of saturated fat. It's got 24 grams of carbs, and of that, only 2 grams of sugar. So this is a very low sugar bar, which is good for those of us who are diabetic. Again, it's got 12 grams of protein, so it's got a lot more protein in it than the other bars. So let's see what this one looks like. I have no idea. I've never tried one of these. We'll sample this in a minute from a food standpoint. So this bar looks like a chocolate bar. Looks like chocolates, and it's got something else in it. So it looks like it might be pretty tasty. So we'll see what this tastes like when we get to this part of the taste test. This is what we call the no-cow bar. I picked this up also at the grocery store. It is protein in a bar. It says that it is plant protein. So it's got 22 grams of protein in it, which is by far, of the four we're looking at, the most protein. Now, it's only got in it, if we look at it, it is 200 calories. So it's twice the calories of the other bars. It has 4.5 grams of fat. But if you take the other two, take the Special K bar, it's 100 calories. If you went for 200 calories of that, well, I had 2 grams of fat. It's only going to be 4 grams of fat if you do 200 calories of the Special K bar. Carbs, it's got 25 carbs in it, so the carbs are not that bad compared to for instance, the Special K bar. It had 20 grams of carbs. This one has 25 grams of carbs in it. But of that, only 1 gram is sugar. Almost all of that is just plain carbs. So again, a very low sugar bar, sort of like the keto bar, but it's got 22 grams of protein. So this is a high protein bar. We'll see. Okay, so as we continue trying to figure out what I'm going to put in my get home bag, let's take a taste of each of these items. Now, the first one that I'm going to taste is this, what was it? It was the Quaker Chewy Bar, it says. This has got oatmeals and raisins in it. Basically, it looks like just oatmeal and raisins sort of slung together somehow, stuck together. So I'll take a taste of that. That's fine. We like that more raisins than oatmeal. Just a few raisins in there, you get a little raisin tanginess. Mayonnaise, the crunchy oatmeal, which of course is good for you. Anytime you can eat oatmeal, that's going to be good for your digestion. It's very tasty. It falls apart easy, so you have to keep it in a wrapper. And the thing I noticed is just it's crumbly. There's pieces of it everywhere. And so, I don't know, it falls apart very easily, so you have to be careful with that. These are the, what are these? These are the Special K sort of mini Pop-Tarts. Again, it's got fruit in it. I've had these before. I'm not going to taste this. Well, why not? Crunchy. It's got the sweetness of the frosting, a little drizzled frosting on there. It's got a fruit filling in it. Not a lot of fruit filling, but enough so you get a nice flavor. I find these would be nice snacks during the day. I'm not sure how helpful that would be on the trail, though. Again, neither of these have a lot of protein in them, so you're not getting that nice energy. What you're getting is carbs. So you're not getting the protein that you need. So that's the downside of these two. And remember, this is 90 calories. The Special K is 100 calories. So we jump up. This one is 170 calories. It's got a chocolate coating. This is what's called the Nix bar. This is a Swedish-style snack bar, it says. It's got quite a bit of stuff in it. It's got, as we said, it's 170 calories. It's got very little sugar, almost no sugar at all, 24 carbs. It's got protein, 12 grams of protein in it. Chocolate covered, have no idea. It's a little messy. I was imagining on the trail, if it's hot outside, you're going to get, because there's a little chocolate oozing out the end here. If you were on the trail, this would melt, so you'd again have to be very careful with it. It's not going to be real finger friendly so far as the messiness goes. Let's taste it. I have no idea what this tastes like, so we're going to bite into it and see. It doesn't have a lot of taste to it. It's not bad. It's kind of a chocolatey flavor to it. Kind of chewy. Definitely not a sugar high that you're going to get off of that. But again, lots of protein in this. 12 grams of protein. That's a lot of protein for a small little bar like that. So you can get that protein into your system. A little chocolate flavor. It's not like a Hershey's chocolate because it's a no sugar chocolate. Almost no sugars at all in that bar. These have a lot of sugars in them. This one and this one don't have much sugars at all. Okay, so this one is the No Cow. 22 grams of plant protein in it, not meat protein, but plant protein. And it kind of looks like raw cookie dough that's been shaped into a bar. It's very flimsy. You can see it bends. Not I don't know how appetizing or not that is. Sort of like, I don't know what it's going to taste like. I have no clue. It is supposed to be a, doesn't even tell me what flavor, cookies and cream flavor. But as you can see, it'll bend right over on its own because it's like soft cookie dough. So it's not real. It doesn't have any structure to it really. I don't think you're going to get much fiber in this. You get lots of fiber in the oatmeal bar, but not in this. Let's taste this and see what this is like. Very mealy. Definitely this one tastes better. This one just kind of, it's food, but I wouldn't characterize it as tasty. That one's pretty tasty. So, I don't know, we'll have to see. We'll rank each of these and see what you think. I'm going to have to wash this one down. Definitely going to have, with these two, you definitely have to have something to wash it down. These two, I think you could eat on their own without necessarily washing them down. Very dry, pasty taste to it. It's okay. But, again, I don't know how eager I would be to eat this. I could eat this one. If I could be eager to eat that. And, when you're hungry, you want to eat something that tastes good to you. It makes you feel better. Psychologically, it's going to taste a lot better. I got to drink some water on this. Okay, so we've done the taste tests. We know that we think the Special K tastes the best, followed by the Nix, the Quaker, and the No Cow. Now, next thing I want to look at is total calories, okay? So if I want to get this, my total calories, I'm going to get most calories out of the No Cow, which is 200 calories, and the Nix, which is 170 calories. These are going to be about half of that. I get 100 calories out of the Special K, and I only get 90 calories out of the Quaker. Now, so you'd have to take twice of this to get what you get in these here. Now, fats. The lowest fat are these two, but remember, they're also half the calories of these two. So each of these have 2 fats. Each of these have 4.5 fats in grams of fat in them. So I'm not sure that you win or lose either way with either of those, because if you double this to get the number of calories, you're going to be doubling the fat, so the fat's going to be about the same in all of them. Now, if I go to carbs, okay, so I'm going to get with carbs. I get 25 carbs with this bar, and I get about let's see, with the Nix bar, I'm going to get 24 carbs. So that's a good number of carbs, but it's almost no sugar. As we're going to see, these are the two. They may be the two highest in carbs, but they're the lowest in sugars. Now the Special K bars have got 20 grams of carbs just in half the calories. And a lot of that is in the sugar. This one and the Quaker both have a lot more sugar than the other two. And if you double these to get the same number of calories, you're also doubling your carbs. You're going to 40 carbs for each of these. I think these are better for your carbs. And better for your sugar, and they have more calories in them. Now, what about sugars? We've already said these two have the highest sugars. The Nix and the No Carb have almost no sugar at all, which for diabetics is actually really good, right? But if you're not diabetic, maybe you don't care. Protein. Protein is the next place where I think you're really going to see a big difference in these bars. This bar has got 22 grams of protein. It tasted terrible. I couldn't stand the taste of this, but it's got 22 grams of protein in it. Now the Nix, I like the taste of it. I could eat this if I had to. I could eat it as I'm walking down the trail. This has got 12 grams of protein in it. Now, these other two had very little protein, less than 1 gram of protein in each of these. So even if I doubled them to get the right number of calories, I'm doubling my fats, I'm doubling my carbs and sugars, which are already too high, I think, and I'm still only getting 2 grams of protein. So I think these two bars are better so far as lower sugar, more protein. These are going to have are going to taste a little better, but they've got their own issues. As I said, the other issue, the biggest issue I have with any is this one tastes awful. This one falls apart. So my top two are probably these. And if I had to take one to put in a survival bag, I'd probably put this Nix. It's going to be the tastier. It's going to have more good that's good for me. Lower sugars. It's got a number of carbs, but almost no sugars, and it's got lots of protein in it. So I think that's the one I would probably pick for my bag. Well, there you have it. 4 different energy bars. Hopefully you got some good information. If you liked the video, please click the like button below. We'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. We're desperately trying to get to 300 subscribers by Valentine's Day. Nothing special about Valentine's Day. It just seems like a nice time to get to 300 subscribers. Anyway, 4 energy bars. We tested each one of them. We looked at the nutritional value. Hopefully there's something there that you like. In the meantime, stay strong, stay prepared. We'll see you soon on Cowboy Survival.